Okay, real quick before we start, the week I recorded this, my static decided we're gonna do Wing 4 in full CM going forward. So if Cairn looks a bit different, that's why. Anyway, here we go. Condi Harbinger is quite a change of pace for Necro, because it is neither slow nor safe. Arguably, Harbinger is pretty close to Elementalist in terms of squishiness. That's because part of the build requires you to maintain maximum blight stacks, which take off about a third of your health. And unlike Reaper, Shroud doesn't protect you at all. But you do get some free vitality and passive healing, so you've got that going for you at least. Maintaining Blight is kind of the crux of the whole build. Pistol makes generating Life Force ridiculously easy, but you do want to rotate in and out of Shroud to keep up Blight stacks with the elixirs. And while you're at it, use your corruption skills and then transfer the self-inflicted Condis to the opponent. This is something Scourge also does, but I had other stuff to talk about in that one. The timing of going in and out of Shroud is something you'll just eventually get a feel for, since you can't rely on burning down your life force like you can on other Necro specs. Also, similarly to Ellie, this build has both a high damage and high skill ceiling, seeing as the optimal rotation written out is kinda dizzying, but the core pistol to Shroud loop will generally get the job done, so you don't have to worry about weaving in Scepter that much. The build slots on Condi Harbinger are pretty tight. You can skip on Plague Lands and on one of your utility elixirs for the usual Necro utility lineup of Projectile Block, Boon Strip, some Stab, and Epidemic, and of course CC. Signet of Undeath is a little harder to use for you than on other Necro specs because the health cost is actually kind of a problem for you. You also have a rather good cleanse option, but it's a bit awkward because it really does feel bad to hold an elixir rather than using it for blight management. Also, this is another build where you have to warn against using blood magic. If you're ever in a situation where you're playing DPS Harbinger and you feel like you want blood magic, just go straight to Scourge. It's just so much better. Great, I think I have to talk about the quickness version another time. See you then!